Every organization here faces the same challenge. Critical intelligence and risk signals live across websites, legacy desktop applications, APIs, and unstructured documents. And analysts like Sarah spend more time hunting for information, validating sources, and stitching context together than actually making decisions. What you're about to see is how UiPath changes that. This is the solution end-to-end. Digital collection mesh pulls data from any source. Agentic synthesis consolidates and flags what matters. And the analyst workbench gives analysts one place to review, validate, and act, cutting manual work, time, and errors. Let's start with Sarah's experience, because this is where value is either created or lost. What you're looking at here is a pro-code UiPath app. This is a production-grade application that becomes Sarah's single, secure front door into the entire intelligence process. Sarah comes in and initiates a risk assessment or intelligence request by defining intent, not steps. She's not choosing which system to log into, which document to open, or which workflow to trigger. She simply states what she needs done. From that moment, UiPath Maestro takes over, orchestrating the entire process end-to-end. While data is being collected and analyzed in the background, Action Center becomes Sarah's control plane for judgment. This is where UiPath is fundamentally different. Instead of Sarah being buried in the middle of the process, she's deliberately and surgically inserted only where her expertise adds value. When a task shows up for Sarah in Action Center, it already includes the relevant documents, the extracted data, the AI's recommendation, and the full execution context. Sarah isn't reviewing raw data. She's validating conclusions. Every action Sarah takes is explicit, logged, and auditable. It's a complete investigation view, including the subject profile, risk summary, key risk drivers, a timeline of significant events, and network associations. This context is critical. Instead of manually assembling information, Sarah is presented with a synthesized risk assessment, combining agent analysis, financial summaries, and source validation across multiple intelligence checks. Now let's look at how this actually works under the hood. UiPath Maestro coordinates multiple ingestion paths in parallel, starting with web-based collection. Here, website scraping is used to gather dynamic public or external data, continuously monitoring sites, extracting relevant content, and adapting as pages change without manual intervention. In parallel, desktop automation interacts with legacy or restricted applications. These are systems with no APIs, limited access, or secure interfaces. API integrations pull structured system of record data, bringing in authoritative information from enterprise platforms with speed, consistency, and reliability. As documents and data arrive, document understanding classifies, extracts, and normalizes key information. From there, information is routed through intelligent extraction and processing, where signals are enriched, correlated, and prepared for downstream analysis. A two-way matching agent then evaluates entities, relationships, and attributes. Next, the risk assessment agent correlates signals across all sources, identifying anomalies, assessing risk, and determining exactly what requires Sarah's judgment. Finally, let's look at the outcome. Once Sarah completes her analysis, UiPath automatically generates executive-ready deliverables, such as a PowerPoint intelligence brief or a structured Word report. These aren't raw outputs. They're synthesized, sourced, and decision-ready, designed for leadership consumption, with evidence embedded and context preserved. That's the power of UiPath Maestro, with Sarah firmly in the loop, exactly where she belongs.